Hello, everybody. Eric here on Thursday, July 20th, to look at the comics I picked up this week. I don't really have a preamble, so let's jump right in. The first thing is The Last Ronin Lost Day Special from IDW. We've got two covers here because one is for me, one is for a guy at work. I couldn't remember if I ordered this or not because sometimes they do specials that are just a reprint of an old edition with like special features, and I don't deal with that. But this is an all new story. So there you go, two covers. I think I'm gonna keep this one. Then you know what? Let's save this for the last of the floppies. Then we have Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 3, DC Black Label, Alternate World. Great, great stories in this world so far. I haven't read the Joker thing yet, but I've loved everything I've read from that whole series. The first in a miniseries, we have Moon Knight, City of the Dead, #1 from Marvel Comics. There were quite a few covers to choose from. I liked this one. And the regular Moon Knight ongoing is still ongoing. This is just a little side story, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know what else to say about that. Then, you got to have some Cullen Bunn. This is Legacy of Violence #7 from Mad Cave. Good old Cullen Bunn. And you guys are probably getting tired of hearing it. I haven't read any of it yet. I'm that far behind. I was just thinking about just taking a couple of days, just reading comics. Giving up on books for a little bit. We'll see. The last of the floppies, Blade #1 from Marvel Comics. I've said before, regular viewers will know, I'm trying to cut down on floppies, but sometimes you just gotta start getting a book monthly, and it's Blade. So I decided to give it a go. All right, then we've got some trade paperbacks, also known as collected editions. This is Black Tape from AWA, and this is your basic demonic rock band. Maybe. This rock and roll, is he heavy metal? It says rock and roll. Rock and roll dude dies, and then his wife starts experiencing mysterious things because his unreleased last album might open a doorway to hell. We'll see. I dig AWA. I dig that premise. There you go. That was kind of abrupt. All right, we have Daredevil and Elektra Volume 2 from Marvel Comics. This collects Daredevil 6 through 10. Chip Zdarsky's final run on Daredevil. I'm not going to say final forever. Maybe he'll come back to it, but for now, I don't know if this is the end. There might be one more volume coming out to finish up his run. I don't recall. But Chip Zdarsky, great writer, very popular run on this book. Then we have Hulk, Volume 2. This is Hulk Planet. By the way, this was the Red Fist Saga. I mean, you could read it right there. Red Fist Saga Part 2. So Hulk, Volume 2, Hulk Planet. This is not the current run anymore. But this is Hulk 9 through 14. We had Volume 1, and then there was a Hulk Thor volume because they had a crossover, so it's got some issues of Hulk, some issues of Thor in it. And then we move on to this, and Hulk, I guess, finds a planet of a bunch of Hulk-like creatures, and, he thinks maybe he'll fit in, but there's going to be conflict. I haven't read any of this particular run yet. This followed Immortal Hulk, and it is followed by the current run, which is called The Incredible Hulk. which is supposed to deal with monsters and stuff. I can't wait for that. There you go. Again, I'm not sure if this is the last issue of this run, or last issues. And then finally, we got a big honker. Not an omnibus or anything, but it is an Epic Collection. This is the New Mutants Epic Collection Volume 3, Asgardian Wars. And this collects New Mutants 32 through 34, Annual number 2, New Mutants Special Edition number 1, and X-Men Annual number 9. A lot of stuff going on in here. We've got, that looks like the Beyonder on the cover. So anybody who knows about the original Secret Wars would be familiar with who the Beyonder is, although he's made other appearances. Excuse me, so we got the Beyonder in here. It's called Asgardian Wars, so you know there's Asgardian stuff going on. There's the back cover. I've said it before. I'm sure I'll say it again. Not a huge fan of mutants, but I do like the New Mutants. So I have the first 3 volumes. There's a point where it starts to get pretty shitty. So I'm not sure how many more volumes I will get. I'm generally not like a completist. I have to have everything. If I don't like it, I'm not going to get it. So this may be the last one I get. I'm not going to say for sure. I'd have to see what's in the next volume. But, one other thing, little freebie. AWA Now. So this has just some pages from different comics, some posters, little pullout, art pieces, talks about upcoming stuff. Madness, that sounds and looks cool. So there you go. Little AWA freebie that I can go through and learn about what they got coming out. That's it. That is all that I picked up. Question for this video, other than the general which books would interest you, is are you a fan of Blade? We'll keep it very simple. Are you a fan of Blade? Do you dislike Blade? Do you only know Blade from the movies? Do you not know who the hell Blade is? Let me know your thoughts on Blade. That's basically it. As I said, I'm a fan, have been a fan for almost as long as the characters existed. First appeared in Tomb of Dracula. I have my complete collection of Tomb of Dracula, except for the final volume, which hasn't come out yet. I've got a bunch of Blade miniseries and one-shots and things. So I'm a fan. I mean, he's half vampire, half human, kicking monster ass. He's a cool character. The movies are okay, generally speaking. I know most people hate the third one. I don't think it's horrible. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's better than Morbius. But a lot of that has to do with Parker Posey and Ryan Reynolds, because they're both always fantastic. First movie's cool, very much of its time. Second movie, a little bit better, except for some of the CGI. But you got Guillermo del Toro as the director. Ron Perlman's in it. Little one wonky storyline thing, and some very wonky CGI in some of the fighting scenes. But I enjoy those. But I don't own any of them on DVD or anything, Blu-ray. I don't go out of my way to rewatch them. But I do love to read the comic books. But let me know what you think about Blade in the comments below. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. If you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronan5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith5757. That's Eric with a K. ERIKSMITH5757. That's all I have for you this week. So until next week, read more comic books.